Okay, so in Nier Reincarnation, they decided to drop a second summer banner. And some of these characters are very, very interesting. So I thought I'd give my opinions on both the new banner and the first one that we got. So we have this new one here with a summer costume for both 063Y and Saryu. I think both characters are going to be pretty good for certain types of content. So firstly, we have Saryu's summer outfit. So look at that HP stat already. Over 100,000, that's huge. Her attack, pretty good, 4,600. Defense is great, 6,100. Maybe that's the highest defense apart from Bloody Lars. And then just normal agility. In terms of her character skill, she has a heal, 30% for all allies, but also a buff of 30% defense for 60 seconds. And importantly, it's a gauge level C. So I'm guessing that you're going to be able to stack her character skill multiple times and sort of get max defense and be able to keep it. Especially if you give her weapons like, for example, Dark Memory Theo's Fist, where you increase your defense by 50% as well. Or just any other weapon with a 30% increase for 30 seconds. So this is going to be crazy for Tower and other sorts of PvE content that aren't subjugation. So that's a really good character skill, and I think we finally have some competition for bloody F66X. In terms of her passives, she has the resilience, so that's HP up 20% for everyone. Luminous Leap, so not great. These abilities are some of the worst in the game. The actual improvement in stats turns out to be much smaller than 20%. And then lastly, all allies defense up by 10%. Decent, not groundbreaking. Her debris is one of the ones that reduce the character skill gauge required, so get those character skills out faster. It's not amazing, I wouldn't recommend pulling her 6 times for that. But overall, really good PvE healer. I think she'll be specifically good for Tower. Her weapon is a really good healing staff, so we've got a 20% heal for everyone. A defense buff, 30% for 30 seconds, all allies, so there you go, pairs with her perfectly. And then toughness and Aegis, so purely made for high level PvE content. It's got large HP and defense and pretty bad attack. Alright, this is the interesting character, I reckon. So we have Summer 063Y, really good HP, insane attack, nearly 8,000, so that's rivaling the Abyssal characters. Really good defense actually, 4,700, that's good for an attacker. And then base agility. His character skill will be 150 damage 4 times, so that's similar to A2 and Fractured 063Y. Crit damage will increase by 60%, so what's that, 210 times 4, 840% damage. So that's a really good character skill. And just to top that off, you get an extra 20% on fire damage for 30 seconds. So he's doing insane damage and buffing fire damage. This guy's going to be crazy on fire subjugation. I don't think he's going to be the greatest in PvP. Character skills don't tend to matter too much there. Although he does have a fatal buff, so maybe he'll see some PvP use, but this guy's going to be a subjugation god in the versus wind moose. So he has vigor, attack up 25%, so that's a large vigor. Ambush of 25%, so that's 5% more than normal. And then fatal, 15%, it's pretty standard. This guy's going to be crazy. Massive damage coming out of him. I really would like him, but as you can see, I have not many gems. And I really want to try to pull for Celeb Gayle's debris for my PvP team. Okay, his weapon is nothing too exciting, but it might be a good support weapon for subjugation. So nice HP, really good attack, okay defense. We've got a sort of fatal ability, so an attack that'll do more damage when you crit. So 115 times 4, what's that? 460% weapon skill. You don't really want to be using that on a main attacker in subjugation. And then we have this attack, which makes you take more damage from fire attacks for 30 seconds. That's why it might be good on a subjugation. support character. Won't be the best, but I think it'll be better served as a sub-slot weapon. So its passive abilities, which is why it's going to be good as a sub-slot weapon, are fire damage up by 30% and an ambush of 15%. We go back to the first one they released last week. We have Summer Gayle and F66X, who are both very usable and really good as well. Obviously, Gayle gets overpowered by Celeb Gayle in a lot of the content, but she's still a really solid character. And if you like the costume, I'd definitely go ahead and pull. Great attack, about 7,300, 5,000 defense, really good as well, and 65k HP, that's also great. In terms of her character skill, it's a buff and a damage dealing attack, so she'll do 440% attack whilst increasing all allies' attack by 30% for 30 seconds, so a similar buff to Lacrima Griff. She'll also increase critical hit damage by 15%. So it's like, it's very similar attack to Lacrima Griff's, except it actually does damage and it boosts critical hit damage as well as having that attack buff. Her passives aren't the greatest, I have to admit. I lie, actually, this is really good. I thought this was just going to be fatal. So increase all allies' crit hit damage by 15%. That's really nice, actually. Blaze Leap, not the greatest. Leap abilities kind of suck. And then Valiance, all allies attack up by 10%. Okay, so she's a really good support character. So if you don't have many Gayle costumes, you like the outfit, she's really good, but I'd say Celeb Gayle is overall still better, which is wild. One of the first Gayle costumes is still so good. Her weapon's really nice, good attack, decent HP, got a 5 hit and a 3 hit skill. This one increases all allies' crit hit rate by 20% for 30 seconds. 16% cooldown as well, so it's okay. It's not amazing for PvP, not the greatest for PvE as well. She might see, this weapon might be used as a support weapon on some characters due to this ability. Just increases allies' attack by 30% for 30 seconds. Pretty good for the versus win subjugation. Good vigor and ambush passives, so good sub-weapon as well. So solid character, but nothing to write home about for Summer Gayle. I could be overlooking things though, maybe she's better than I think. And then we have F66X, her summer version. She's just here to be a counter to the Baldemos tanky team in PvP. I actually really struggle against that team, mainly because I don't have any really good agility characters that I can use to snipe people. So good HP on her, okay attack, great defense, baseline agility, but her character skill is why she counters Baldemos. So she'll boost allies attack 15% for 30 seconds, but then she inflicts this thing called Comprised, which stops all sort of special states, so provoke, recovery states. Doesn't affect any passive abilities of weapons, so it's not going to turn off like your agility buffs from the Blackhorn weapons or anything like that. Or for example, Dark Memory Lavania's attack buff. It just cancels out special abilities from other characters' character skills, I suppose, for 30 seconds, and you can use it from the start of battle, so she is there to counter Baldemos. Alright. She also has Valiance, 20% for 60 seconds. Resilience, so all allies HP up 10%, and then a leap, which sucks. Her debris, again, isn't amazing. If I go back to Gale's debris, actually, it's okay. Character skill down by 10%, gauge down by 10% when equipped with a fire weapon, so pretty good. That would actually go pretty nicely on the new Summer 063Y, if we have a look at him. Charge his character skill up nice and quick when he's got a fire weapon as his main weapon. That'd be pretty good. Okay, and his debris is really good too. Fire damage up 25%, 60 seconds. Damn, I want him so badly. Okay, back to the first banner. Yeah, so essentially, she's just a good Baldemos counter. Her weapon, it's very bulky, good HP, good defense. We've got attack up 30%, 30 seconds. Really quick ability there, 14 seconds. So It's okay for PvP, but not the best staff. And then toughness and fleetfoot, great buff there for agility. So the weapon's okay, but the character's better. So overall, we have a really strong character for tower in Summer Saryu, a really strong character for the versus wind subjugation with 063Y. He's going to be good in most teams, in all honesty, but he's going to get the most value in the versus wind subjugation. We have an okay Gayle, who's pretty versatile, but she isn't the best version. And then a complete hard counter to the Bull Demos PvP team. So we've got a nice spread of characters there, all worth pulling. Just keep in mind, if you're a newer player, that the celebratory banner's probably coming back sometime this month, so I would still probably recommend saving for that. But if you like these costumes, or you don't want to be pulling in that celebratory banner, this is also a great banner. I think Summer 063Y is going to be overall the best character, as well as Summer F66X. Alrighty, I'll leave it there. Catch you guys in the next one.